Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in and listening to our content. Throat cancer is living with a voice that can be difficult to understand, so please, by all means, use your closed caption feature on your device. It might help you follow along better. And I'll try to enunciate, try to get the message across, but again, there's a actual physical problem there, so I'm just trying to be helpful for you, again, so you can understand the content. I'd like to discuss, continue to discuss the war on men. So this will be the second video on the series. And I'd like to continue talking about the difference between strong men and weak men. We talked about this a little bit in our last video, and so I want to continue with that thought process. So we talked about bad times create strong men. Strong men create good times create weak men. It's a vicious circle. It's something that we just have to deal with. So you have, depending on what's going on in society, you have a period of time where you have mostly strong men, you have a period of time where you have mostly weak men. So strong men, what do I mean by that? Well, there's some attributes that I would attribute to being a strong man. A few would be you're assertive, you're risk-taking, you're single-minded, and you're problem-solving. Those are attributes that I would give to a strong man. The opposite of that would be, of course, a weak man. So, why do we have a war on men? It's society expectations, right? They change over time, and the pendulum swings back and forth. So, if you watch television, watch movies, watch the news, it's pretty obvious that there is indeed a war on men. Most people who earn their doctorate degree now are women. More women are in college than men. If you have a single family home, single family headed home, it's probably headed by a woman. So these changes over time can be either strong men or weak men. All right. So economic change is another thing we have to think about. Most homes now, if you have a father and a mother in a home, you're not going to have a single breadwinner. It's just too difficult. So most homes, most traditional homes nowadays, both spouses are working, and that is required to survive. To give you the housing that you want, the cars that you want, the food that you want. You need two incomes. So that certainly shifted societal expectations, yeah? So the roles are a little mixed up when you have both spouses working, as opposed to traditional man working, woman at home. So, excuse me, I shouldn't do this, but I need a drink. All right. Continuing. Do we need strong men? Do we need strong men? We absolutely need strong men. Strong men traditionally protect and provide. We talked about provide, but that's changed quite a bit. Protect, still hasn't changed that much. So if you consider, who do you want dragging your unconscious body out of a burning home? A woman who's 4'10" and weighs 110 pounds, or a man who's 6'5", weighs 200 pounds. Now, some women can do it, most cannot. If you're in a war, Who do you want next to you? The woman who's, again, 4'10", 110 pounds, or the man who's 6'5", 200 pounds. Probably the man. Most Navy SEALs are men. There's a few women. Most are men. SAS, most are men. You can have the outlier, of course, on occasion. That's fine. Women are capable of doing these things. No doubt about it. But it's very few, right? Very few women who have the want and the ability to do those kinds of things. You know, you think about the traditional roles of men. You know, they build bridges, they build roads. You drive by a construction crew, you see one or two women holding up the yield signs. But the men who are running the heavy equipment or manning the shovels, those are men. Women, could some women do that? Absolutely. Do they want to? Mostly not. When you look at society, most people earning their doctorate degree are women. You have more women attending college than men. So these things are shifting and have, again, kind of blurred the roles, right? Blurred the roles. But still, you need the strong men. Again, they're the ones that build bridges, build roads, invent iPhones, invent the chips needed for laptops. These are mostly men. Not always, of course, but mostly. And that's what we're looking at here, right? We're looking at overall and not individual outliers. So we absolutely need strong men. We need strong men in the home. We need strong men in the military. We need strong men on construction sites, mining ore out of the ground. So those are roles that are traditionally done by men, and most women don't want to do them. So you need strong men to have a functional society. Again, in the home, we have so many single family heads of household that are women by a far, far margin. If you have a home as a single parent, it's going to be a female. Many reasons for that we won't get into, but that's just the way it is. So that means you have a large number of children in these homes, depending on the demographic. You have a large number of children that are being raised in homes where there's no male energy. None. So how do the children learn this? Many of them don't. Hats off to the mothers that are able to pull this off, but it's just more difficult. I'm sorry, it's just more difficult. Much better if you have both male and female role models in a home. It just is. Now, I understand divorce happens, death happens. Sometimes these things can't be avoided. However, you need to do what you can to bring that energy into the home. If there's no male, if the husband is not there, the father's not there, who else can fill that role? Can grandpa fill that role? Yeah, probably. How about an uncle? Yeah, they could probably do that as well. So you need to try to make adjustments to have a healthy child growing up. You need both roles. You need both energies, both male and female, I believe. So, we want to be strong men. Absolutely have to have them in society. We want strong men. How do you become a strong man? Well, a Renaissance man is a strong man. Let's look at the attributes again real quick. The 5 characteristics of a Renaissance man. Renaissance man is well-groomed, well-spoken, well-mannered, well-dressed, and has a well-rounded education. You have those 5 characteristics. You have a traditional man, a Renaissance man, a strong man. So, by all means, Renaissance man gives you that role. Now, this whole subject we can argue and debate until the cows come home, as they say. However, my experience has been the best way to make this argument is to set an example. So if you're watching this video right now, I need you to set an example for your family, for your children, for your wife. Set an example. Be a strong man. That doesn't mean you're mean. It doesn't mean you beat your wife. Doesn't mean you're hard on your children. Strong men don't do that. Strong men don't do that. I realize that's the perception. It's not the truth. A strong man brings that positive energy, that male positive energy into a home. And that's good for everyone. Good for everyone in a home. So, set an example. That's what I want you to remember from today. I want you to be a strong man, set an example in your home. If you strive to be a Renaissance man, this will take care of that for you. This will produce a strong man in you. So by all means, consider the 5 characteristics and watch my videos, of course. All right, so to support the channel, please subscribe. Very important. The more subscribers we have, the more outreach we have. These videos can get to people that need it. I believe they're needed. That's why I'm doing it. So that's one way to support the channel, and it's important. Another thing you could do, I'm an author. I write science fantasy. It's a way of escapism for me. It gives me a chance to pull back from my normal hectic technical day, get my mind relaxed a little bit. I read and write science fantasy. So I have a couple books on the market right now. One is called The Eyes of the Wizard King, available on Amazon. And the second book in the series, Eyes of the Wizard King, Book 2, A Balance in All Things. So this is also available on Amazon, Audible as well, actually. So if you would go on Amazon, purchase those for me, leave a positive review would be great. Help support the channel again. I'm happy to say the 3rd book in the trilogy has been written in rough draft form. I've got the rough draft of the 1st draft completed. I'm working on the 2nd draft now, so I figure maybe a month or 2 we'll be ready to go to print. I'll let you know. So something to look forward to. So subscribe, buy my books. I appreciate it very much. Very kind of you. All right, thank you so much. God bless.